Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Blueeyeswhitechaos here, and today I'm doing a deck profile on my Artifacts hand deck. This is for the TCG, and I'm making this video for Blade Master, which will also be placing this up on his channel, so anyone checking this out, I'll just get straight on into the deck. Alright, so to start off for the artifacts, I run one Artifact Scythe, which is good when you know your opponent's going to special summon. So you can just use Sanctum, bring it out. They can't special summon for the rest of the turn, so it's pretty good. Morale-Tech, which is the best, and it's really good these days. When you use this card, you can just, like, say that they've gone for an XYZ, you can just chuck this card out, get him out, a 2100 from your deck, and destroy a monster on the field. Great effect. Gotta be run at 3 for sure. And yeah, just a great card. I run one artifact, Beagle Tech. This card is alright. I would run it only at 1. It's really good, especially when you've got a lot of set cards that you want to destroy. Say you've got 2 of these down, or both of these face down. Really good card to destroy both of them and get plays going with that. But yeah, it's another card that you've got to have one of. Anyway, 2 Yakshas. I like Yaksha in this deck because she can take out your artifacts when they're face down. So, say you use artifact movement, chuck it face down, destroy a spell or trap. Then you can bring out Yaksha. You attack with Yaksha, say they destroy Yaksha, you can pop one of your face downs. Great card. I really like it. So I run it at 2. I'd consider maybe cutting it to 1. But yeah, still a great card. There's other cards that I could probably add to this deck, but I still think 2's not hurting me, so I like it at 2. Anyway, so yeah, as I said, I run 3 fire and 3 ice hand. Everyone knows what it does these days. They destroy a monster, they destroy a spell trap. So yeah, you've got your MSTs here on top of all of this. So yeah, you're running pretty much 9 MSTs in the deck. So just OP for wiping back row. And the fire hands, I mean, it's the combo, just lock really good. They're probably going to get limited in the next ban list. Anyway, 3 Cards. Cardi is great for the deck. You need to draw a lot with this deck. You want to thin the deck as much as possible. So yeah, running cards like Cardi and Upstart Goblin are really good for the deck, and I don't find 3 to be too much. I reckon 3's fine. A lot of people say 3 is too much, but I think it's great. Anyway, onto the spells. 1 Dark Hole, it's pretty much a staple these days. 3 Upstarts to thin and speed the deck. 3 Potted Dualities, because you're pretty much never special summoning on your turn, but sometimes you are. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you'd run it at 3 because you pretty much never need a special summon, and it's great for getting your hand as good as possible. 1 Pot of Dichotomy. You can just recycle your hands back into your deck. Any other cards that you want to put into your deck, and it's Pot of Greed pretty much after that. So yeah, it can be a plus by putting cards into your deck, like the hands, if you want to get the combos continuing, and you draw 2 cards, so really good. 1 MST and 3 of the movements, artifact movement. Yeah, I wouldn't run more than 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. I can side it in if I'm versing a deck that relies on spells and traps. But yeah, running it at 1's fine. 3 artifact movements. Artifact movement, I mean, is great. It's an MST, and you set a spell trap, artifact monster, sorry, from your deck, and you set it face down. So it's the better version of MST for this deck. And then there's Double Cyclone, so if you want to hit one of your artifacts that are face down as well as one of theirs, yeah, it's a great card. Anyway, onto the traps. This is the card that is making this deck really, really good now, is the Artifact Sanctum. This card special summons an artifact from your deck, and when you do that on your opponent's turn, you get one of these guys out, you get their effect. So for this guy, it's an instant destroy of a monster, which is pretty OP because special summoning from your deck on your opponent's turn, I mean, that's pretty good. You get a 2100 monster, get into rank 5 plays, going off with all these guys. Anyway, a bottomless, a torrential, a compulse, and a warning are all the staples. 2 breakthrough skills. Breakthrough skill is the best out of all of the negate cards out there right now. Fiendish Chain is a little too slow these days, and you can use breakthrough skill twice. So it's really good to be using breakthrough skill, and Veiler, it just tops Veiler all over. So yeah, definitely run that over them both. And 1 Call the Haunted, because you can call the Haunted on your opponent's turn and get HIERATIC out. It's the same thing as this, except just from your graveyard. Anyway, that's it for the main deck. Let's get on to the extra deck. So you run 1 Gaia. Yeah, this guy is pretty much for finishing off the game because of his piercing damage. A Tomali M7. Great card. Got to run it at least one. A Wind Up Arsenal Zenmao. This card's great. It is target 2 set cards on the field and destroy them. So yeah, if your opponent has set cards, you can get this guy out. Why wouldn't you get it out? You can destroy 2 of them, and he's a 2600, so pretty good. Tiras, same kind of thing. Just destroy a card on the field. So if you need to, say, get over, the better part then is that his has only set targets. He can target anything and destroy it. So yeah, any card, really good card if you can get him out. Same with Pallades. You can detach an XYZ and then target a card on the field and return it to the hand. So a lot of times that comes in handy, especially the fact that it's a quick play effect that you can use any other player's turn. So they get an XYZ out and you just take it back to the hand. It's compulsed twice. So yeah, why wouldn't I play this at 2? Because it's really helpful when you can get it out and you don't want to run out of it. So having 2 is more than enough. Volcasaurus is purely for winning the game, even if you need to inflict that bit of damage, and then win the rest of that turn if you can. Great card. 2 Durandals, if you know they got good cards in their hand and you want to change it up, sure ahead, go for it. And I mean, it can change your opponent's spell or trap cards. It can change their effects to destroy one of your face downs, one of your artifacts. So yeah, you get a plus no matter what with this card when you can get him out. As long as they can't stop him when he comes out. Pretty good card. I like running him at 2. Might cut him to 1. I have been liking it at 2 at the moment, but I mean, I don't always I'm not very often that I go into it at 2. So I reckon 1, you definitely have to run this at 1, but it's a tech choice to be running it at 2. Anyway, for the rank 4s, Crazy Box for any decks that skill drain. 101, stock standard, same with Exciton. Dargusto Emerald is great with the hands and with the artifacts if you ever need to recycle and you draw a card. So, I mean, yeah, why not run it? Abyss Dweller, a lot of decks these days are reliant on the graveyard's effects. You want to get over them hands, get out Abyss Dweller and you can do it. And Gaga Cowboy for the 800 win if you need. Anyway, onto the side deck. 3 Maxis. Yeah, I really like Maxi. A lot of decks special summon a lot, and it's restricting your opponent from continuing. And if they do decide to go all out, you can draw a bunch of cards. So I side Maxi in quite a bit. I take cards out like upstarts and stuff for these cards, depending what decks I'm using. Same with DD Crows, but I'll get onto that after. 2 MSTs. You don't really ever need to bring in the extra MSTs because you've got like 9 back row killers. You've got plenty of ability to destroy their back row, but if you do, it's there. I could change these for something else, some other side deck options, but for now I run 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, 3 Prohibitions. A lot of decks I can take out from Prohibition. especially this deck. If I was versing a deck like an artifact deck, you can just call Morale Tech. Bujins, you can just call Yamato. Bujins are in a real tight situation. Vikings, you call Garunics, they're in a real tight situation. So yeah, plenty of decks that you can really take out with Prohibition. 3 Vanity's Emptiness. This card's really good. I've considered actually main decking it, but haven't at the moment, so I do side it in a lot. Take out quite a few cards with my side deck options depending on what decks I'm versing, but yeah, really good side decking option. Really like it. I am considering main decking it. If you guys think that I should, just let me know in the comments. Anyway, 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. Still a lot of dark decks out there that irritate me. I've got a hatred for a lot of dark decks. Evil Swarms and Dark Worlds, don't like versing them, so 2 Shadow Imprisonings because it really stuffs them up. And then 2 DD Crows, just because DD Crow's pretty good at the moment. And yeah, a lot of effects, run in the graveyard, just banish it. Yeah, top card to be having. Anyway guys, you saw my deck profile. Tell me what you guys think. Once again, this is dedicated to Blade Master, so you guys, all his subscribers, yeah, come check this video out. Any of my subscribers, check out his account, his YouTube channel, it'll be in the description below. So anyway, thanks for watching guys. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.